Well, good morning, everyone. This is Ctfm, Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me, brought to you each and every Wednesday morning by Hunt Regional Healthcare and, I'm just kidding, Discount Wheel and Tire. This is a little different today, because usually Friendly's sitting in this chair and we have a guest host. Well, Our guest host isn't here yet. We hope she's coming. But until then, our first guest, Theresa Sadler.
Well, good morning.
Rafa Clinic, thank you for joining us today.
Of course.
So what we do every Wednesday before we do anything else is to thank our Lord and Savior. And if you'll do our invocation for today, that would be
honored
a blessing to us. Thank you.
All right. Father, we just come to you this morning, Lord, and we thank you for today. Father, we thank you for just the opportunity to breathe life, Father, and the opportunity to go out in our community and serve you and represent you well. Father, I pray for Greenville. I pray for our people, Father, one, that you would just keep them healthy and well. Father, I pray for those that are hurting in our community, Lord, and I pray for those of us who are believers and followers of you, Lord, that you would open our eyes to the needs around us, Father, and that you would give us opportunity to glorify you today. Father, I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Well, thank you for that. Okay, so what we're doing this a little differently today. So we are going to go to commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have Threesa tell us a little bit about Rafa Clinic. All right.
When you've got a real emergency on your hands, you need a full-service ER team on your side. And only Hunt Regional Healthcare offers complete care for emergencies. We've got emergency medicine certified physicians, trauma certified nurses, specialty surgeons, respiratory therapists, and an on-site full-service lab and imaging to help you get back to living your best life. Hunt Regional Medical Center, the right choice for complete care.
Carol Hoops and Trey Warren at C&R Floors invite you to their new location for the same quality products, service, and installation they have provided for over 20 years. C&R Floors, 2706 Highway 69 South in Greenville.
Are you tired of those big chain tire dealers giving you the runaround? Are you not getting the customer service you deserve? If not, call me and I will wrench the competition. Come see us at Discount Wheel and Tire at 4609 Wesley in Greenville. Discount Wheel and Tire, and we will get you all that you deserve.
Thank you for joining us for Ctfm Coffee, Tea, and Friendlee and Me, brought to you each and every Wednesday morning by Hunt Regional Healthcare and Discount Wheel and Tire. All right. Our guest host just showed up.
Yes.
No, you can stay there. It's fine.
But thank you.
I hope you knew that. You didn't know that?
Oh, nice.
Oh, no, great. Well, I'll just interview everybody by myself. That's okay, too. Because you can handle it. It's fantastic.
She's got this.
This is a little different today. Friendly's out sick, actually, because his doctor told him to rest.
That's
and
good.
you know he doesn't like to rest, so be in prayer for him so that he can just take it easy.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking off camera just a second ago about the
Rafa Clinic. We have some big things that's happening that is happening right now. So for those of you who don't know, Rafa Clinic, we're a nonprofit here in Hunt County in downtown Greenville. We provide lots of services to the community. But the main thing I want to talk about today is a new project we've had going on. I've talked about it on here before. We bought the old Father's House Church in 2019 over on O'Neill Street, and due to pandemic costs and availability and all that, we've kind of not been able to move forward on it, and that changed for us since January 1st. So we have good news. This will actually be an expansion for us. We're going to keep our Jordan Street location. It will become able to expand our medical services that we provide for free to the community. But our new building over on O'Neill is going to be strictly just education. Okay. So we truly believe education changes everything. That you can't control how you got here, you can't control what's happened in the past or who you came from, but you can be educated to make better decisions from this point forward, especially in regards to your relationships and your parenting, and just your family in general.
Well, I know. I was a client of Rafa Clinic, went through your parenting classes, and I gotta say, again, I pride myself on having come from an amazing family, and I thought I knew everything going into parenting, but as you've said countless times, there is no handbook for this.
Right.
And so the parenting classes that you guys offer are phenomenal. I learned so much. My relationship with my wife and my kids has seriously benefited from everything that you guys have taught us.
Thank you.
And oh, I'm coming to tears again.
Yeah.
No, seriously, thank you
Yeah.
for what you do
I
and for
appreciate
what
that.
you are in our community.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what's going into what's happening with that building.
Yeah, so it's all moved very quickly, I'll be honest.
Okay.
We are, I'll come back in a few weeks, hopefully, and talk about the next phase of it. But what I wanted to talk about today is we were notified a few weeks ago that our project has been adopted by the Texas Baptist Men.
Really?
So they're the same ones, if you guys are familiar with them. They go around the state. They even go to other states when there's disasters like the tornadoes that just happened through Tennessee and things like that. But they go and build churches from scratch or help rebuild churches after devastation. So they heard about our project. Roy Youngblood, who's pastor of First Baptist, nominated us for that, and they've accepted us. So they are actually going to be in Greenville next month. They're moved, like I said, very quick. February 14th on Valentine's Day. They'll start work on our building. They're going to be here for 2 weeks, and they're going to do all of our framing, the electrical, the cabinetry, all at no cost. I just pay materials basically. So they're doing all the labor costs, and they're gonna whip all that out in about 2 weeks. So huge blessing for our ministry. Will save us thousands and thousands of dollars.
It really will.
And so we're excited, and we didn't see that coming, so we're very excited. We wanted to let you guys know, one, just so that you can, drive by and honk and wave and thank them for their service here in Hunt County, because it's going to not just benefit Raffa, it's going to benefit families. And the more money we save on that project, obviously, we get to save for programs. And so what we're asking the community, though, we do need your help in it, and that's why I wanted to come on today. We have 16 men that are going to be coming and working, and they're going to be staying in the area and doing all that. We've got all of that covered. What we need help with is we're going to be serving them lunch every day while they're here.
Yeah.
So we've created a meal train sign up. We're asking our local churches and businesses. 16 people sounds like a lot, but that's Christmas for some of our families, right? But we need to serve them a hot meal, and there's information at supportraffa.com. That's where you can go to sign up.
New website, right?
It's our supporter site. We still have our rafaclinic.com. That's for our client services that we do. Supportraffa.com is for our donors and supporters to kind of know what's going on behind the scenes and what we need some help with, or to donate. They can go there. But we're just asking for help with meal sign up. We have to provide 10 meals. That's it. Yeah. But we need help.
10 meals for 16
For 16
men.
people. It's just the weekdays they're here.
Okay.
They provide their own breakfast and supper, so we don't have to take care of that. But we're just asking, because our staff will still be doing services, we can't leave and go serve lunch. So if you sign up for a meal, you're agreeing to provide the meal, serve it, and clean it up.
So if you have a business that actually does that, caters, sign up for the meal train. If you already have a big family and you're used to filling that many bellies, come on, sign up for the meal train. That sounds like an awesome idea.
So
Great way to
we're very excited about it. It's not a lot. It's just getting the logistics down. And then we also on that website have, if you can't do a whole meal, but you're like, I want to help in some way, there's also like a sign up genius that you can link there too, to sign up for water or Gatorade or snacks. If you just, I want to help in some way, you can go on and sign up, and we have a lot we need to fill for those 2 weeks, but we know this community and our supporters, we don't have any doubt it'll happen. So yeah, but we're super excited, and we'll have more to share about the project next time, but it's moving very quickly.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I mean, wow. When we did the dinner.
Yes, our banquet.
The banquet. It was so phenomenal to hear all the great stuff that's coming out of Rafa Clinic.
Yeah.
And we want to thank you again for all that you do for our community.
Thank you.
Well, we are coming right back with another segment. I don't know who's on next.
The website, one more time.
The website?
Yeah, it's Support Raffa, and that's RAF as in Frank, F as in Frank, A.com.
Cool.
Yep.
And we have that linked here.
Somewhere at the bottom.
All right. I think, let's see. Well, anyways, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Kathy with Long Branch Dental Center. Lumineers are porcelain glass shells that fit over the top of your teeth and give them a dynamite look. You can change the shape, the size, and the color. So call today to ask about Lumineers. Long Branch Dental Center, making North Texas more beautiful, one smile at a time.
Well, hi everybody. Welcome back to Ctfm Coffee and Tea with Friendlee and Me, and I'm Gabe Medina, and this is Lori Cope with CASA. She's going to be our stand-in today for our guest host, I suppose.
I think so.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well,
Thanks for
glad
showing
to
up.
be here. Glad to be here. Yeah.
You're amazing. So today's a little different. Friendly's out sick, and so we are going to move right along without him. But we miss him because I'm not a host per se. But we're gonna try nonetheless. All right. Well, today we have Paula Morgan with Twin Rotors Mission. Hello, Paula.
Hello.
Well, thank you for being here on Ctfm.
Thank you.
It's
good to be back.
Yeah, tell us a little bit again about Twin Rotors Mission and what you guys do for our veterans.
All right. Well, Twin Rotors Mission is a 501c3, and we're operating here in the local area to help assist our veterans in areas of primarily in mental health right now. We're really excited. Our last event was October 7th last year. We had a successful event despite the fact that we had some sickness that kept people out and timing, and there were some things that just didn't come together like we'd hoped that they would. But in all, you have to measure your success based on, you know, for a lot of people in our community, this is very new. They're not used to seeing these events come to town. They're not used to...
Well, getting the word out is difficult in itself.
It is. It is very hard to get the word out. And there's a lot of issues among veterans where it's like, you know, what's the point? Why are we even doing what we're doing? Because there's so many nonprofits out there right now that claim to help veterans, but they're not really doing what they say that they're doing to help veterans.
And not just that, there's a stigma
for
veterans.
Yes.
That we think that we don't need the help.
Yes.
We think that we can just trudge right through it because that's what we did in the military.
Yes. Well,
but
yes.
You're here to change that stigma.
Well, in a sense, there is another stigma to this, and that's
Right.
the Veterans Administration, the VA. When every time that a veteran goes to the VA, it seems that they're confronted with some sort of a stigma in of themselves. You know, what type of health care are you going to get? You know, what is your official disability rating? How much can they afford to expend on you as an individual? And I can tell you, I personally experienced it. I had my last regular health checkup in November, and I left there feeling like, well, heck, you know, what do I have to live for? It was really just very degrading and making me feel like, you know, it just made me feel like I didn't have much to live for.
Right.
And I really did not like to be in that situation. So.
And so you're a veteran too,
Oh,
Paula?
yes, ma'am.
What branch did you serve?
I was Army. I served in the National Guard from 87 to 91. And then in 91, shortly after Desert Storm, I went active duty, and I served from 1991 to 1995.
Wow, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
That's
I appreciate
terrific.
that. Yeah.
And so kind of ask, you know, so a veteran, if they want to find out more about it and they call you or what, so what's the processes that somebody wants to call?
So here's the thing. My promise to the community was, what are we going to do with the money that we raised from the last event? And so the last event, what we did with that money is that we're redirecting it to the Greenville Mental Health Facility here to help with or to provide sessions, equine assisted therapy sessions for our veterans.
Horse
It's
therapy.
horse therapy.
Those
I mean,
are awesome
my
sessions.
goal
Therapy
was
with horses.
yes, therapy with
Yes.
horses.
Yeah.
And my goal with this money and our team was, what can we do with the money to basically boots on the ground? How can I take your money and turn it around and impact our veteran community with almost immediate effect? And that was the most promising prospect that we had. So we put a program together, and we were just a little short on the money that we raised. We do have a lead on some other funds, hopefully, that will come in, and so that we can provide sessions weekly. Right now, we're on kind of a staggered calendar.
Okay.
In order to make sure that we're able to offer the sessions to our veterans.
Yeah.
Now, we are also opening this up immediately to active duty because of the situation which happened in Afghanistan. A lot of our active duty veterans are also struggling. So veterans and active duty, they can cohort
Great.
together on the same night. And then we are planning, if we secure the extra funding that we have a lead on, we're planning to open it up to where families can attend.
Oh, that's
They will be able to attend on another night, but so we have that that avenue that we desire to open up.
So if you don't know, talking about the stigma again, that veterans don't think that they can get help or whatever, this is a completely different avenue to allow veterans to get the services they need in kind of a backdoor way to help them understand that, you know, you don't need to go into therapy. You can go spend the evening or whatever with horses.
Yes.
And get that need taken care of without actually calling it
Yes.
therapy.
Yes. Exactly.
Which is phenomenal.
It
It's
is.
a great idea.
It is. I'm really thankful we're working with Dr. Ruth Watley and Steve O'Neill, who is also a veteran.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I always keep in the back of my mind as we're networking and working with other veterans is to keep that at the forefront so that we're assisting veterans in our effort as a nonprofit.
I was told that Steve shaved his mustache off. Is this true?
I haven't seen him. I have not seen him.
He
You know.
had.
I've seen that.
You've seen it?
Yes.
The most amazing mustache.
Right.
And he shaved it. He shaved it all off. So,
Goodness.
He's growing
Okay.
it back. He's growing it back. But it's a sad day when men like Steve have to shave their mustache
Yeah.
off.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
goodness.
how do they get a hold of you?
Okay, so really, if they want to make sure that we're having sessions, the best thing to do is to contact the arena directly.
Okay.
They can call me. My phone number is 316-992-0625. They can text me, call me, just to see where we're at in that staggered schedule. If we do get the extra funding, we're going to immediately add some more sessions to it. And I will say that come February 1st, we're going to kick off what we're going to join our Gallant Few and do Patriot Challenge again this year. Any monies that we can raise for that, we like to pay that forward back to the community. Our next event is scheduled for October 22nd, and I could give you a sneak view of what we're planning to do if you're interested. Yeah, you sure?
That's what we're here for.
Okay, well, October, y'all mark your calendars for October 22nd. And we have a plan to bring in, we've been communicating with Adam Martin, who is an Army veteran, and he is he formed the band called Blackbird Anthem.
Hey.
Southern Rock Band of the Year 2019, 2020. And we're going to have special guest Jeremy Chestnut, who is the nephew of Mark Chestnut.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
we're really excited. We're going to be bringing him in. He's going to talk about how music was healing to him. And my hope is that we can add another dimension of this mental health to our veteran community. A lot of people find the arts very healing, and I feel it's so appropriate for our community. And so we're looking into some avenues with veterans. You know, again, we've had some issues where we've reached out to some nonprofits. They have not responded, and it's been very kind of, you know, frustrating in that sense. But we feel that if we can't partner with another organization, we may have to form our own program and see who we can bring in to help us with that aspect of it. So, but
Cool. Well,
yeah.
thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here again.
And they can also go to your Facebook page, which is Rotors Mission.
.org.
And then Twin Rotors Missions.
On Facebook.
TwinRotorsMission.org.
Yeah, or search it on Facebook, correct?
Or
Yeah.
research it on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Twin Rotor stands for the CH-47 helicopters. My husband and I both met in South Korea. We served in the same unit, different jobs, but Twin Rotors Mission is also named in honor of our fellow warrior who was shot down in Afghanistan during Operation Red Wing. So,
Okay.
yep,
Again, thank you for your service.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming out and telling us about the program.
thank you. I appreciate it. I'm
Yeah.
glad to be here. So,
Best wishes on your project.
all right, thank you.
So we will be back. We're going to another commercial break. Shop local. Can't say it enough. And then we will come back with another awesome guest. Oh, no. Our next guest is Lori. You are our next guest.
How wonderful is that?
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back.
Every truck and SUV is on sale at Platinum Chevrolet.
New 2021 Silverados start at only $37,999, or choose from new 2021 Trailblazers and buy for under $20,000.
Don't miss Truck Month at Platinum Chevrolet.
The recipe for great food is simple. Make it fresh. Wings to go in Greenville, where every order is a custom order made with fresh ingredients. Wings to go, 7818 Wesley Street in Greenville. Simply great wings.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign. Henley Auto Supply at 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply at 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right parts to keep your vehicle running. And backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply. Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
We're back. It's Ctfm, Coffee and Tea with Friendlee and Me. Brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare and Discount Wheel and Tire. We're back.
Great to be back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you told me that you were a journalist?
Yeah. In my previous life, professional life, I was a newspaper editor for the Commerce Journal, but also for an agricultural newspaper called Country World, which was based out of Sulphur Springs.
Yeah, we used to have Another Life. So, whatever. We weren't always this famous.
True.
Lori.
Yes.
You are here because you're here to talk about CASA.
Yes.
What a phenomenal organization.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
So CASA, it's an acronym, stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate. And our CASA volunteers, that's the key, volunteers are screened and trained to then advocate for children while they're in this overwhelmed foster care system. They're just another voice for this child, the independent voice. So when children are removed from their home and placed into the foster care system, they will have a CPS caseworker, they will have their own attorney, but they'll also have a CASA who, while CPS, they've got tons of cases and the attorneys they're busy and they've got many cases. That volunteer usually has that one case, could be a child or sibling group, and they can devote so much time to getting to know these kids, to understand what their needs and their wants are, and then present information to the judge that is, what that CASA feels like is in the best interest of those kids. So
that's awesome.
That's what, So we're a volunteer organization.
And they're trained.
And they're trained. They're screened and trained, and then continual training. Because as we, times change and whatever, there's different things come up. There's a lot of trauma-informed care right now and things that we learn as volunteers to advocate for.
And it's, just off the wall question that just came in my head. Do you guys do anything like to kind of decompress your volunteers at all?
Oh yeah, self-care is a big thing.
That's hard.
It is hard. And we don't want our volunteers to experience what they call compassion fatigue.
Oh, wow.
And so self-care is important because you're right, we're dealing in situations that oftentimes it's a slow process, the foster care system, and we want things to happen quickly for these children. So that gets kind of frustrating. Also, we train our volunteers. We can't change what happened to these children. Something happened that brought these kids into care. We can't change that, but we can make a really positive difference for their future. So that's what we try to get our volunteers to focus on. But we certainly have, each volunteer will have a supervisor, and we have a CASA office, and sometimes that's our place to vent.
Yeah.
Come on in, let's talk about it, because we need to vent sometimes, and even as staff, but we do a lot of great work for these kids, Hunt County kids.
You really, really do.
Yeah.
I know this firsthand, not firsthand.
Right. You just know about it.
I know,
Yeah, y'all have done a lot of great promotion for CASA. And, CASA is a national organization.
Yeah.
We're not just here in Hunt County, it's national. And here in Texas, there's actually 72 CASA programs serving, I think it's 214 counties, so not every county has a CASA, but we are certainly here in Hunt County blessed to have the organization, but also terrific judges because we're court appointed, so terrific judges that support CASA and value CASA's information.
Awesome. So what are you here to talk about today?
Well, I've got a couple of things.
Okay.
One thing is I want everybody to know about the situation that came about September 1 involving the Family First Prevention Act. And what that is it's kind of changed the scope of how CPS can or cannot remove children. And what that's done is there's fewer removals of children, meaning they're not being taken into the care and custody of the state. CPS is still involved to be sure these kids are getting the help they need. And on that one side, it helps kids to keep from putting them in foster care. Work more with these families, make sure these parents are getting the services they need. Sometimes the kids are placed with a relative, or kids can remain in the home and a relative move in, things like that. So these court-ordered services for parents is a great opportunity for parents to keep their kids from going into foster care.
For sure, which is, probably priority one is to try and keep the kid with the family.
Exactly, and that's always, even before this act took place, usually the goal of the case is family reunification.
Of course,
and that's set out by the Texas Family Code. But with this new act, You know, it provides parents more services, more accountability of parents to get things done in a timely manner, but also gives CPS some guidelines on how quickly they are to provide services or, you know, point to services for these parents.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Awesome. You know, so we're hopeful that it will be great for the kids.
Does that mean that since the children aren't removed as often, the CASA volunteers aren't needed as often?
That's where we're kind of in some gray area right now. Typically, as CASA, we do not get involved in a case until children are removed from that abusive home. But with this new act and the court-ordered services, we are appointed when there is, and this is a legal term, but a suit affecting parent-child relationship is also attached to that court-ordered services. And then CASA works the case like we normally do, but we're communicating a lot more with the parents because they're still the legal guardian of those kids instead of CPS being the conservator of those kids.
I got you.
Still need volunteers.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, because what we're seeing too is that if kids remain in the COS or family-based safety service system for maybe longer than they typically would have, when they are removed, their behaviors or some trauma to them is a little more increased. So our volunteers are trained a little bit more how to deal with that with trauma care, but also how to communicate with parents a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're always, it's an ebb and flow, right? And so right now it's kind of ebbing and flowing and we're just rolling with it to be sure these kids are served.
Yeah.
I mean, by no fault of their own have they landed in this situation that has brought these professionals into their life.
Well, so CASA doesn't afford any services to the parents. That's
correct.
Done by like Rafa Clinic.
Sure.
Or some of these other organizations.
Exactly.
And so it's great to hear that I mean, you know, sometimes it's not great to hear, but you know, the situation is different for every parent, for every family or whatever, that kids are not being taken out maybe as often as they could be or whatever.
Right.
But, you know, it's great to know that at least somebody can be there as a CASA volunteer for that child. Right. Which is amazing.
Yeah, as many eyes on as possible for these children during this time of, you know, difficulty in their life. I mean, you know, this is a traumatic thing in their lives, you know, and so we want to provide as much support to these kids and families that we can.
Awesome. And it takes a village.
Oh, it does.
If you want to be a volunteer, please get a hold of you.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do they get a hold of you? From their Facebook page?
We have our CASA for Hunt County Facebook page. Yeah. We have our website, CASA4HuntCounty.org. Our CASA office is right here in downtown Greenville, across from the courthouse, next to Maria Puddin Hill. And so, you know, sometimes that, you know, stop in and get some candy. And
how's the smell?
Yeah.
Coming over.
Yeah, I know, and the chocolates.
Wanting to go over.
Yeah, I know. Great store to have next door to us. But anyway, so guys can definitely drop in and get an application. Our application's also online. We have our next volunteer training course going to start up at the end of February, and it's going to be a little bit special. Oh. It's going to focus on men. We are recruiting men for CASA because we really need to increase our men volunteers because these children need to see some great men role models, have some men CASA. So our statistics show that we only have probably about 10% of our volunteer base is men. And we need more men. So we're really going to be.
There's a lot of boys in the system that need that assistance. And they need a strong male role model.
Exactly. So that's going to be a push, a campaign for us that you'll be seeing coming out. Yeah.
Did you hear how my voice got deeper?
I did. And that would be great, Gabe, for you to, so, yeah. But,
great.
Yeah. And then finally, we do have also a fundraiser coming up March 26th. We did it last year, our cornhole tournament.
Hey.
It'll again be at Wolf City ISD, the high school gym, indoors, so we don't have to worry about the weather, but March 26th, we planning on that.
Do you have any custom cornhole
We're working on that.
Boards?
We have some from last year that were custom made, and we say we retain them, but I think we're going to work on getting some that maybe we do as prizes. Don't hold me to
that'd be
that,
so
but
cool.
we're working on a lot of cool things. And if you don't even play cornhole, we're working on an event. Would almost be like the halftime basketball shoot. It's going to be a shoot. And if, you pay maybe a couple of bucks to shoot, and if you get it from a distance, you win a prize.
And that's March
26th
26th.
on a Saturday.
You gonna come back? Tell us
Yes.
more about it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
You got anything else?
No.
Okay. Well, if you do, you're gonna be here for
Oh,
some.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to thank you again for joining us. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
To another episode of Ctfm, Coffee and Tea with Friendlee and me. Friendly's not here today, but I'm Gabe. And this is Lori, my guest co-host.
Yes, we're here.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you again. Hunt Regional Healthcare and Discount Wheel and Tire, thank you very much for sponsoring Ctfm and for supporting us in what we do here. So today, our next guest segment, we have Jacey Wade with the Greenville Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so really quickly, what does the Chamber of Commerce do for its members?
Well, so if someone calls the chamber asking for really any category, we only refer chamber members.
Right.
So that's one benefit, and there's always networking opportunities, always, and so that's another benefit. So we just have tons of benefits for joining the chamber. Yeah.
Okay, so you have some dates.
Yes.
Talk to us about this.
Well, I wanted to go over, we have business after hours tomorrow with Terry Drigger's Realty Services. It will be at Ernie's Barbecue.
Ooh.
So come get you something to eat. And then next Friday, we have the new member breakfast. And it's called Chamber 101, but if you're a current member and you want more information about how you can get involved and how to really take advantage of your membership at the chamber, it's also a great, opportunity for you to attend that as well. And
I don't think I've ever attended one of those, so I think I should, so that I know what I'm getting involved in.
Yes.
But we are members.
Yes. It's a lot of information, so yes, awesome. I would attend. And I wanted to just announce, save the date for banquet next month on Friday, February 18th. It will be at Innovation First International.
Phenomenal.
And we only have, a few tickets left, so call the chamber at 903-455-1510 and purchase your ticket.
One more time.
903-455-1510.
And if you'll put that in the comments, that'd be great.
Yes.
So, any more dates?
And then we have a gun raffle currently going on. So you've seen it all over social media. It's on our website. So if you call our office number and ask for Vinay Hudson, she's our director of events, and she will give you all the information that you need.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, we have plenty of time. You got anything else?
Go to our website, greenvillechamber.com, and follow us on social media.
Awesome. Well, thank you again.
Yes, thank you.
And Jacey, what brought you to the chamber?
Well, I saw that there was an opening, and I was, finishing up college, and I was wanting to do something in social media marketing and stuff like that, and so I applied, and here I am.
What college did you attend?
Texas A&M University Commerce.
Yay.
And I graduated this past May.
Yay,
with a general business degree.
Great.
So yes, very thankful for that.
Okay. And so the breakfast meeting, is that just for chamber members? The one-on-one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's called the new member breakfast, but you can be a current member and come because it's information for how to, really use your benefits of being a chamber member.
Okay.
Get the most out of your
Yes, yes.
Okay. And so what time does that start?
It will be at 8:30, and it will be at the Fletcher Warren Civic Center.
Okay, terrific.
Yes.
And the business after hours?
Business after hours tomorrow is at Ernie's Barbecue for Terry Drigger's Realty Services.
So if nobody's ever been to one of the after hours or the breakfast things, what happens at an after hours chamber event?
So it is a great opportunity for you to come and network and talk about your business and meet with other business professionals in the community. It starts at 5 and it's come and go until 7. And we usually have about 100 people. It's a come and go, so not everyone is going to be there at the same time, but it's a great opportunity to come out.
And you don't have to be a member.
You do not have to be a member to attend business after hours, but we would love you to become a member if you attend. Yes.
Give us that time to let you know about your membership.
Yes. Yes.
And there's always good food.
Yes.
I always have to say, always good food. And
yes.
being at Ernie's, we know there's going to be some barbecue, good food.
I'm excited. Yes,
Yeah.
it's from 5 to 7 tomorrow.
Okay, terrific.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very much. I
Thank you.
think that's it. We're gonna end early. I'm just gonna do it.
You're in charge. Without Friendlee here, you are in charge.
Okay, so we're gonna end early. Make sure you share this with your friends. Put this in your groups and stuff like that. Let people know that there's stuff happening in Greenville. There's organizations that need your help, and there's organizations that can help you. And if you don't get this word out to your friends and your other groups and stuff like that locally, people miss the information. I feel like this is a great show. What do you think?
This is a wonderful show. And you're right. It's so much information that you wouldn't otherwise maybe get.
Sincerely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So share it with your friends, share it with your family. Thank you, Jacey. Thank you
for
to
having
all
me.
of our other guests. And thank you, Lori, for showing up, for having a blast with me.
I loved it.
As
Yeah.
a
Sorry I
guest
was
host.
late, but
No,
it's
not at all.
been a blast.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and you have a great day. Oh, yeah. Oh, at noon, somebody is on stage. I think they just walked in, actually. Tanner Sparks. Hey, there he is. Tanner Sparks is here. He's going to be playing on the Texan Theater stage. So if you want to come in and enjoy your lunch with us for a free show, tease on Friendlee. Even though he's not here, he's still going to pay for it.
Tanner looks like he knows how to play good music.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Y'all need to come down here. That guy looks like he knows how to play music. I'll be here. I'm going to try. We've got some, we got things going on. I know.
Bring the whole office. Close for the afternoon.
You're in charge.
Thanks for joining us, and you have a blessed afternoon. Keep it in your boot.